Hi, I'm Dr. Deepa Shetty here, and I'm a health coach. We all do some sort of actions every day, and when these actions get repeated, they become your habit, and this habit then become your identity. Like you may be called a latecomer, you may be called a lazy person, you may be called a very hardworking person, you may be called a person who is sensitive. All this comes from your sets of habit which you exhibit every day out there, and they become your identity. I want to let you know through a story how you can de-label them and you can become a person you want to be. I'm sure none of us want to remain as lazy person, none of us want to remain as a fearful person, a coward out there. None of us want to become a person who we don't want to be. We just get labeled because of certain sets of habit we exhibit. You have the power to change them, and that's what I'm going to let you know through a story. So there was this person who was called cowardly by everyone. He was called as somebody who's very fearful, and he himself knew a lot of things he can't do in his life because he's so scared of doing them. So he goes through a martial art teacher and tell him that teach me bravery. Now the martial art teacher was very smart enough to tell him that I can teach you bravery only if you do something which I'm going to tell you. So he agrees to it. Mr. Coward agrees to what the martial art teacher is going to ask him to do. Martial art teacher tells him that you go into a big city and meet everyone out there. Whoever you meet out there, you're going to speak loudly and clearly to them, looking into their eyes, that tell them that you are a coward. So you have to meet the person, look into his eyes, and say loudly that you're a coward. That's what was an exercise given to him by the teacher, and he said you have to do it for n number of people. Okay. Now this person becomes very sad. He feels that he can't do this and he will not be able to do this. So he's very sad to perform this action. He's very fearful to go and tell anybody that he's fearful. So you see how we build up our own image. So he's very scared to say this. So he becomes sad that he's not going to be able to perform this. So the day passes and then he realizes this cowardness is not making him live his life. And he's very tired of it. So he has to get the bravery. So he decides to go to the city. So he goes to the city, and when he goes to the city, the first person he meets, he becomes speechless and he is not able to speak, and he runs away, comes back. And then he starts feeling so sad about himself that he decides that he will try again. Again he goes, and when he tries to look into the person's eyes and say it, he is so fearful that he feels he is going to die out of this fear. But he says it. And when he says it, he feels such a big relief that he could say it. Though he says it very fast and in the whole sense of finishing the whole activity, but he says it. And as the day passes and he keeps doing it again and again, he realizes that he is able to overcome himself, that his fear is abandoning him, and now he is no more fearful. After a month, he goes back to this teacher and tells him, thank you for this activity and exercise that you gave me, but how did you know this is going to help me? The teacher looks at him and he says, as cowardness is a habit, it's a habit of being fearful because you could never cross that fear. Bravery is also a habit, and it helps you to cross that fear and make you realize the true potential and true power of you. Everything out there that you don't like in you or in others, or whatever out there that you don't want to be, is a habit. As much as that is what you allowed yourself to be, anything else that you want to be out there is also a habit. Growth is inevitable to all of us because we are meant to grow. When we limit ourselves, that's the habit we have formed. When we move forward, you have a habit to be there. Many times, a lot of my patients have this, great obstacles of not able to lose weight, or not able to exercise, or not able to have a different perspective of the same thing so that they can be at peace. Remember, all this is a habit which you have formed in your life with the as the day passed on. Same way, there can be a habit towards your health, towards your mental and physical health, so that you can grow and be where you want to be. And everything is in your hand. The choice is yours where you want to go. Towards your old habit which has not helped you grow, or towards a new habit which is going to make you the person you desire to be and help you fulfill your dream. Think over it. Let me know in the comment section. How did you feel this video? Thank you for allowing me to add value to your life. See you all again.